And we are live. Live. What's up, YouTube? Wolfpack Mixed Martial Arts. We're live right now. No, we went live a little early. I was planning to go live a little later tonight, but got off work and I figured why not go live now. Let me turn some lights on here, see that make a difference. So, shit. Keep in mind, like I said, man, it's been the first few days going live on here. Y'all out there, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up in the live chat. I know it's not gonna be a lot of people. Y'all see the title of the video? It's the topic for today. Should pit bulls be banned? I know I was saying yesterday on one of my little live streams that I was going to try to get Chris on here from Super Pack. I'm gonna see about I'll hit him up later today. See if he want to do a live stream for tomorrow. Like I said, leave your comments in the live chat. Tell me what's up. Tell me how your day was going and shit. So the topic for today is, should pit bull be banned? Hell yeah, man. What's up? Yo, dude, we should hop on a podcast. We should hop on a podcast. So I was telling people yesterday, I think that shit would be interesting. It'd get some views. You know. But I was making this video based off of a documentary I saw when they was trying to ban pit bulls in the early 90s, early 2000s. That's where that whole notion started, and some people believe they should be banned to some extent. Maybe not, probably depends on the algorithm. I agree, yeah, man. It does depend on what type of dog you're dealing with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a good dog, like your new dog, she's good around other dogs, but not all pit bulls are like that. Some fucking pit bulls will attack your chihuahua. Like my aunt, her dog killed her chihuahua, snatched it up, yoked it, But I feel like, and then it comes down to certain people shouldn't have certain dogs because they just don't know what they're doing. Probably, banning pit bulls, like banning ferrets. Yeah, exactly. You know, it is like banning fucking ferrets because and pit bull, like I keep telling people, keep saying that pit bull is not a blanket term, but in the eyes of the public, pit bull is a blanket term. People don't know dog breeds. People think any dog with a square head is a fucking pit bull. I swear. A pit bull. Yeah, it's a grappling test. Yeah, it's true, bro. It'd be the weakest people owning pit bulls too. The weakest peoples. 90-pound librarians, and then they just they cry their eyes out when their dog gets attacked, or the dog attacks someone or attacks them. You know what I mean? They had no business owning a dog like that in the first place. Oh, my pit bulls actually ring less than Roddy's. Yeah, I mean, pits. I mean, they not the biggest dogs. If we talking about ADBAs, I mean, the American Pit Bull Terrier is supposed to be anywhere from 30 to 50 pounds. sometimes 60. Them bigger game dogs, they get bigger, like 80, you know, 90 pounds. But I mean, if you're talking about if we're following by the breed standard, I mean, that's how they were. They weren't no bigger than 30 would have been. So they're not the biggest dog, but I mean, they are athletic and they can do a lot of damage to a human. But I mean, that's the thing. Though another people don't know is more kills, so they don't get more aggressive. They're fine, right? But just like how I know, you know, um, you said it's 30 to 75 pounds. Yeah, I thought it was 50. It's 70. It's 30 to 75. I thought it was 50. Why? Why look it up in that shit? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're right. I mean, shit. You know, I thought the standard was 50 pounds, but I guess yeah, I've seen some pits. They're pretty big. They can outweigh, get up to 60. You know, but the American Pit Bull Terrier. I mean, people. It's weird that they want to ban pit bulls because the American Pit Bull Terrier is not supposed to be human aggressive. It's supposed to be animal aggressive, which is still not. I guess in the eyes of the public, still not good. But I mean, I Rotties are human aggressive. German Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds. What pit bulls is? What the problem? The more talk about them, the more people issue. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But you know what? It has to be talked about because if no one talk about it, you know what I mean, and they just, I mean, like for example, look what they do to pit bulls. Look what they do to pit bulls in England. They completely kill the whole breed over there. They do that to Tosas, Argentine Dogos, and you know what I mean. And they just set a standard over there where it's just not true. Like, you know what I mean. I seen the video. They take people's puppies away and they fucking murder them. Like, they euthanize them. You know. Sales have risen last 10 years. No more people. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the sales have definitely risen. Definitely, Yeah. Hey man, we should make a podcast later on. I don't know how the fuck. I just started going live the other day, so I don't know how to like uh how I would set up like if we're both going live together or some shit. Maybe you can call me on the phone later. We'll talk about that. Because I literally, I don't know if you ever went live before on your channel, but I literally don't know how this shit works. And like I said in my other video, I'm doing this on my busted ass computer. Like I can't do it on my phone because I don't have enough subscribers. And this fucking computer, like I said yesterday, this shit barely holds charge, so I can't even take it off the fucking charger. You know, that's part of the reason why you can't see my black ass too much because this camera is so damn cheap. you know. Yeah, so just let me know. But you know, do I think banning the sale of pit bulls completely should be a thing? Hell no. We need working line dogs. We need good dogs. I think they just want to turn every single dog into a complete softie, bro. Any dog that's not in the police or the military, they just want everyone to have a fucking pet. They don't want anyone to have real working line dogs. That's why you see people like Victoria Stilwell telling people to neuter their dogs. If you got a good working line dog, don't put them in protection work. Put them in obedience. Don't let the dog do what it was intended for, but give it a totally different task what it's not intended for, and watch their genetics just dwindle to shit. Because that's what happens. You give these dogs a totally different task, then generations go by and generations go by, and then they're no good no more. You can't use them to work. They're just pets at that point. You know. But I don't think I mean, listen, there's different lines of pit bulls. I mean, listen, there's more pit bulls and more pit bull type dogs. I'm not gonna call them pit bulls because, they're pit bull type dogs that are in the shelter than any other type of dog. And mainly due to overbreeding, the pit bull type dog has been abused. It's been, you know, used in a bunch of illegal activities, abused, you know. So I mean, you get a lot of those type of dogs in the shelter, and a lot of them get euthanized. I mean, a lot of them. I've seen some. I know a guy who worked at the shelter who used to cremate dogs, and he showed me a picture of just a a bag full of pit bulls just from 2 days. 2 days. So I mean, these dogs, have just been through the ringer with it. And I just don't, I think it's a certain type of person that should own a dog. You got to be knowledgeable about the breed. This is not a dog you give to, this is not a dog you give to somebody for their first pet. It's not a dog you give to a novice. It's not a dog you give to a person that's physically weak. Because if something happens, you got to be able to, you know, handle your dog. And I feel like a lot of shelters do the wrong thing by just giving these dogs to just anyone. Started out with an APT. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you started out with that. What was your first dog? What's your first dog's name? The game dog line, dog man, with no pets. Okay. Sometimes those are the best dogs. Sometimes those no pedigree dogs you can find they some real monsters. You know, dog don't gotta have a pedigree just to. I don't know why everybody think that though. Everybody be like, "Oh, here's my papers. Here's my papers. My dog is the best." No, I don't mean shit. You know what I mean? I got in trouble with like Lucy. Damn, it's fun. It's so long ass dogs did not mess with her. Yeah, that's how my uncle's dog was. You know, he didn't fuck with other dogs. He barely fucked with any other people other than my uncle and a few other people in my family. You know, one. Damn. I mean, like I said, dude, those no pedigree dogs are dogs without pedigree are like some of the best dogs. Like you got one, Chris, with the Linus. Some of those dogs that you can find that don't got no paper. That's why I don't get why people. Why do we? Tell me this? Why this happens in the dog community? Why do people think that just because your dog got a paper, it don't mean you got a good working line dog? It doesn't make any sense. You know, like they used the mutts in the military. Like in World War II, they had a German Shepherd mix named Chips that won the Purple Heart. Genes and yeah, yeah, genes and authenticity. But I mean, at the end of the day, the fucking the that's all it is authenticity. But I think you can prove that by working, just by showing the dog working. You don't gotta have no piece of fucking paper as long as the dog can work. What do I care? You know? Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't always mean to come out that way. That's why I think the whole shit is stupid with the fucking pedigree thing. I don't like, as long as the dog's gonna work, what does it matter? Everybody want to talk about mutt dogs and this, and you over there breeding mutts and this, but that mutt is working. You know what I mean? You over there inbreeding your dogs and they ain't doing shit. You know, it's crazy to me. And then exactly, exactly. They should be honored for working. You know, I don't get why. I don't get why they don't. I don't. You know, like I said, man, pedigrees don't mean shit to me as long as the dog can work and do what it was intended for. You know, what if I buy a dog with fucking pedigrees and it don't work out? Then that just means I wasted thousands of dollars on this fucking dog. It don't do shit. You know. And I was talking to you the other day too about how they fuck up dog breeds, and I keep saying this the live the live feeds. How did every time America has got a good working line dog, we fuck the breed up so much, bro. Like they with the American German Shepherd, you know how the hips went from this to this, you know. Rottweilers, the heads are all skinny, Scooby Doo heads, and with Doberman body types. That's not how the Rottie should be built, you know. Uh, but the pit bulls, the argument is other large. Exactly, exactly. But you know what? I think it's bad anyway because some of these countries just started breeding. I mean, started banning dogs with just fighting lineages. Even though there's not a whole lot of tags, like they banned the Argentine Dogo over in England. You know, but the Argentine Dogo may be used in dog has a history of dog fighting, but you know, show me how many cases of an Argentine Dogo with attacking and killing someone. It's probably not a lot. You know, any dog can attack and kill someone, bro. Any large dog breed, could attack. They're all capable. They're all capable of it. German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Dobermans. It depends on how you raise them. Killing a lot, yeah. I mean, they kill pumas easily. I know they kill pumas, but like, how many cases of them killing people? You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure they had. I'm pretty sure there are some cases of them killing people, but not a whole lot. Like I said, they're good dogs. As a matter of fact, yeah, they kill pumas. I was watching a video of this dogo protecting this little girl from a puma. Uh, it was on, like, I don't know, it was like on Animal Planet or some shit, you know, and the dog ended up getting hurt. So if anything, yeah, you want a dog that can protect you. I don't get why people be so pussy with this kind of shit. Like, they want to ban everything that can do some damage. Like, it's just that left wing mentality. You know what I mean? Like, huh, You remember? I showed you the match. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you showed me the Dogo versus the Puma. Dogos are vicious, bro. I want to get one of those on my yard. I want Tosas, Dogos, Rottweilers. I want to be a couple of purebred dogs. Yeah, I want to focus on breeding the shepherds first. So yeah, man, Dogos are good dogs. You know, but I just don't get how you could ban something like that. You know, it's got a history of protecting people. You know, uh, but the reason, I mean, for example, the German Shepherd, the Malinois, those are those are big dogs. They can be aggressive dogs, but the reason why we don't ban them is because they use them in the police force. They use them in the military. They're a little bit more, easier to train. But I mean, the same thing you can do with those Dutch shepherds, those uh those Malinois, those German shepherds. I've seen it done with other dog breeds. It just takes a little bit longer. But they just want to ban any fucking dog breed with a history of fighting. It's fucking stupid. I just don't think stupid people should own dogs. You know, shit. What's a dogo's weight? I think they're like what, like 85 to 100 pounds, something like that. Let me look it up. But 500 pounds of PSI, live 10 to 15 years. Okay, females 77 pounds to 88 pounds. Males 88 to 99 pounds. Even though I've seen that, like that one dog Achilles, I think he's like 110 pounds, right? You know that one dog I'm talking about named Achilles, right? I think he's bigger. Let me look up his stats. Dogos kill 6% of people. Okay. Where at though? In the United States? That's more than I thought. I mean, but obviously pit bull type dogs got a higher number. But exactly, pit bull type. You know, I told you anything with a fucking square head in the eyes of the public is a pit bull. You know, $90 in damage. Yeah, shit. A lot of money. Yeah, 4 year old recently. Yeah, yeah. When dogs attack people, it's normally like little kids. Unfortunately, they're the ones that get the end of the stick. Yeah, that dog Achilles though, the the dogo, he's a fucking monster. I mean, just look at that. Could you imagine having some bucket shit? Like, I mean, goddamn. He looks like a swole ass bodyguard. Look at this shit. Look at the fucking body on that male. Look at that. Look like one of them fucking ancient dogs from Rome, but the only difference is he's all white. The website says a pit bull. any pit dog. Wow. Bulldog Terrier. Their standards is 90 to 130 pounds. God damn. I don't know. 90 pounds is good enough for me. I think in a dog. I mean, 130 is good for like 120, 130 is good for like block, I think. The US. It ain't crazy though. Yo, isn't it crazy? I was talking about this the other day. Isn't it crazy that the AKC approved Dogo to be in the they got the Dogo in their lines, but they don't recognize pit bulls as the American pit bull terrier as a real breed. But you know how many fucking breeds it took to make this dog? It took like I was saying it the other day. I mean, it took you know the sight hound, the Cordoba dog, and just a bunch of other fucking breeds. I don't know how many fucking breeds did it take them. I think it took like 4 or 5 breeds to make this dog. How you, brother? I'm good, man. How are you? Mm-mm. Chilling, chilling. Yeah, it took like 4 or 5 different dog breeds just to make this one breed. You know, I'm gonna have to look that up right now. Cool, cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I'm sorry that I couldn't get that fight with Viking. You know, made a video on that yesterday. You know, I tried. I texted dude. You know, I was ready to go down to Florida to fight him. You know, and dude didn't. It never hit me back. It's all good though. You got other stuff coming up. I got a fight coming up on Saturday. Sweet. How many dog breeds did it take to make the Dogo Argentina? So boxer, bulldog, bull terrier, the Cordoba dog, Great Pyrenees, Great Dane, Irish Wolfhound, Pointer, and the Spanish Mastiff. So that's almost 10 dog breeds, bro. It took to make it. Tell me how that's not a fucking mutt. Viking punked up, you're a true warrior. Yeah, man. He really did. Like he was making it seem like he was, you know, down to fight, and that shit was just it's crazy. Like how he did all that talking and shit on the internet. I suppose that shit was just for views, you know. Yeah, it really is. I mean, and dogos are good dogs. I mean, but look how many fucking breeds it took to make that damn dog. And you can see there was a lot of inbreeding with the damn dog. That's why it's white like that. I mean, they wanted it white like that because I know the breeder wanted it white like that so they can see them when they go hog hunting and shit. But that's the dog don't get that coloration without some type of genetic mutation. It's a mutt, you know. But the American Pit Bull Terriers used to be Amstaffs, you know. But it didn't take as many. I tell you what, it didn't take no fucking 10 breeds to make no damn pit bull. You know, Dogos are not as good as large ADBATs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. You're right. You know, but if I had, I'd probably take a. I'll take Achilles in a fight over a 50-pound ADBA. You know, good healthy dogs. Yeah, yeah. Shoot, there was another. This another dog breed. It's just fucking huge ass dog. It's like 190 pounds. The Borboro from South Africa. You know, it they kind of built like that. The Hulk. You know, they kind of they do things called an Amstaff. Yeah, yeah, they are big. Mm-hmm. It's the Borbos. Yeah. I'm trying to see what's the next UFC fight coming up. Derek Brunson versus Darren Till. I forgot. Yeah, he won. It's coming up. Anthony Smith versus Ryan Span. I met Ryan Span, Superman, because his nickname, nigga, not no Superman though. Anthony Smith is pretty good. He got fucking destroyed by 40-year-old, 40-year-old. What's his name? Glover Teixeira. He's been on a fucking tear though. Glover Teixeira's really been on a tear though. They need to give that man his title shot. I think Blahovic is going to destroy him, but I think they just need to let his old ass fight one more time. Let him get his title shot. Let him go ahead and get KO'd, and let him ride off in the sunset and be like, he had a good last run at the career. But if he can win the belt, hats off to him because, I tell you, from the first time he fought John Jones, he just been on a tear. I mean, I think the only time he lost is when he lost to no, he lost twice. He lost to Rumble Johnson, but with just a clean ass knockout. He knocked him out fucking smooth, and then he lost to Gustafson, and Gustafson put a clinic on him. That was another knockout. So, but those were two guys that are not even in the league anymore. After that, he just went on a tear. He's been doing pretty good. White is recessive, yeah. Yeah. It's good to see him competing at 40, but I mean, I don't think there's a lot of guys. I know if he wins the belt, that'll be it. You know that'll be it. It's not like you know who's there's plenty of guys in that division. I mean, he's tough, but there's plenty of guys in that division that would mop the floor with him. Like that one crazy ass motherfucker with the hair like this and shit. What's his name? Prohaska, Jiri. You know, Linus with wreck Achilles. Oh, come on, bro. I don't know about all that. But shit, but then again, I don't know. I haven't really seen Linus really go at it like that. Well, that'd be funny to see though. You know, I know they don't really let Achilles go at it with no dog, so I don't know. I might give a slight edge to Linus because he's used to doing that shit, going at it with other dogs. Some people be pussies, and as soon as they dogs go at it, they just try to break it up instead of letting them work it out. Yeah, off to the sunset. Yeah, definitely. I think it is off to the sunset with with what's his name? But it's been a good career for him though. I mean, he ain't got nothing else to prove. When you're that old, you're 40 years old. Like, come on, dude, you're 40. You're not gonna be able to hold on to the belt for years and years on out. Like, you're fucking 40. So, get in there, try to get that belt. If it doesn't work out, just ride off in the sunset, and start coaching. Let's see, Petty. Yeah, 40 count your blessings. You really do. At 40, I mean, you know, that's almost half your damn life right there. So, I mean, fighting is a young man's sport. So you do it while you're young and you just, you get out of there and enjoy the rest of your life and, do something else. Yeah, man, I'm fighting next week on Saturday. Yeah, I'm fighting kickboxing match. They actually, if you looked at my live stream yesterday, they tried to get me kicked out of Virginia, uh, from fighting in Virginia because I was supposed to fight on the 21st. I got into a car accident. We our car got fucked up. You know, I'm actually driving in a rental right now until I can get a fucking another. But these motherfuckers, dude from Kaizen MMA made a post about me. A dude named Nima was a coach, and he was hitting up all the major promoters in Virginia saying, he said he should fight me. Yeah, he should fight him, dude. He ain't even that good of a coach. You know what I mean? Like he like if I can show you his fucking Facebook, this dude just takes a whole bunch of pictures with famous MMA fighters like Fedor, John Jones, but it's just like, okay, what's name one good fighter just came out of your gym, you know? And I just started, and like I'm not the one I don't like talking shit about people, but like when you do some shit like that, you try to alert people to get me kicked out of a sport that I love doing. Of course I'm gonna clap back and say something. You know what I mean? And the dude I was gonna fight, he was talking all crazy too. Like, and this guy, I, I should. His name is Zach Mushin. The guy he's got one fight, and the guy is a leg humper. He humps legs. He has no hands. He literally just like he'll throw an overhand, close his eyes, and just dive in for the legs. You know, it was this is if I could pull up his fight, dude. I mean, I can't show it on this, but I mean, it was total shit, dude. He was literally just grabbing on for dear life. You know, Let's see. Linus would kill him. Honestly, he's 69 pounds. Is it? That's a meal for you. Exactly. It would have been, but now the dude's like he won't let me fight anyone from his gym anymore. But I'm like, okay, that's fine because you know if I win a belt in a promotion like one of these amateur promotions, what are you gonna say then? Are you gonna be like, okay, well, uh, I'm still not gonna let my fighter? So you're gonna take your fighter's opportunity just because? Come on, one fight didn't happen because I got in a car accident, and then he was there was a whole bunch of other dick dick riders co-signing him, and you know co-signing him and shit. And I was like, listen, dude, this is not gonna work. You're not gonna be. I know too many promoters. I know too many people. It's so easy to get on the card. All you gotta do is do your eye exam, do your blood work, get the shit over with, and fight. Weigh in, make weight, and fight. That's will build you up. Yeah, you make way. Yeah, true, true. To be honest, I'm not really even trying to make all that much, a lot of money off of MMA. You know what I mean? If money comes with it, great. But I got other things to focus on too. I'm trying to build up with this dog breeding, a YouTube channel. I got, I do hiking and all that other shit. I'm just trying to build up a whole bunch of other streams of avenue with money. The love of the fight game too. Yeah, yeah, man. I've been training since I was in high school. So, but over the years, my mindset has kind of changed. Like when you haven't had a fight yet, you kind of just think you're invincible in this era of invincibility, and you just think, okay, 100% that focus on just fighting, just fighting. I'm shit, bro. I was so addicted to fighting at one point, in time. Like I would literally go to school, go to the computer lab, hop on the computer lab, and immediately look up, Valley Tudo fights, old school UFC fights. Good moves. Do you get sparring? Yeah, man, we get sparring in over here. I go to the gym up the street from here. It's over here in Baltimore. I got a Muay Thai coach, and I go over to Noel Smith. That's a jiu-jitsu gym. You gotta go hard to a famous gym and train hard. Like hard. Yeah, I know. You gotta train hard. People don't understand that, dude. You gotta train fucking hard. You can't be going to work for 8 hours a day and then come off and do this shit. That's why dudes get sponsors. But people think is as easy as it sounds. It's not, dude. Like, you imagine like not going to work, you're gonna be broke. You're not gonna be able to get a loaf of bread. Fuck that. You know, I'd rather just train hard, on the side and see what little money I can make off of it. I ain't gotta prove to the whole world that I'm a fucking tough guy. I can still have genuine love for the sport and do it. Full time job. And then some of these fighters I know, dude. I know a lot of professional fighters over here, and they are broke. They are. I mean, like it, like I've had some pro fighters ask me for gas money. They are that broke. Like, people think once you go pro, like everything's gonna be peaches and cream. That's not true. A lot of these guys can't even fucking afford a roof over their damn heads. You know, yeah, it's a grind, man. It's a real fucking grind. You know, But kids watch the UFC and they watch Bellator and shit like that, and you know, and people just say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a fighter," and there is no set way to really like becoming a fighter. Is not like going to the NFL. It's not like going to the NBA. It's not like any of those things. The way you get into it is just by networking with people. Basically, you hop into Facebook groups. You go to certain gyms. You talk to people. And then that's how you get into fights. You know, there's no set way to say, okay, well, I'm going to college and then I get a scholarship to do MMA. It hasn't worked. It doesn't work like that. You know. Yeah, it's interesting, dude. And then when people say, "Oh, I'm an MMA fighter," I'm an MMA fighter, dude. Literally anyone can sign up for an MMA fight, and I'm not talking about like backyard street beefs. I can get you into an MMA fight, dude. All you got to do is get onto a Facebook group. Tell a tell some guy about your background, your record, and some people, depending on your experience level, won't throw you in there to fight. But some people don't give a fuck. In some of these states, they'll just let you fight. You can be a drunk off the street. I've seen some really shitty MMA fights, like worse than street beef fights. You know, from amateurs. I mean, the dudes don't have no training. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm the most trained person, but I mean, I did the WKAs, which is like amateur kickboxing. I did that when I was, 18 years old. I would be a tomato can for prospects. Hey, dude, with some of these dudes, I tell you, some of these dudes you could probably beat. And some of these guys are really fucking shitty, man. Even some of these pros, they fucking suck. Like some of these guys, I know some pros that literally just turn pro, get pro status just to come in there and make $1. They make like $500 and go home. you know, yeah. But prospects, yeah, they look for it. But speaking of that, like prospects, they look for tomato cans. A lot of these pro fighters are not that good. Me and Chris were talking about that too. Like some of these pro fighters are not that good. Like these MMA guys, they come in with like high level wrestling backgrounds, high level jujitsu backgrounds, but their stand up is shit. You know, I know guys that want to do an MMA fight. They're like purple belts in jujitsu, and they never even been hit in the face before. Never even threw on 16-ounce boxing gloves. And then when they think it's gonna go, they think it's gonna go like the way they plan it's gonna go in their head. But it's like Mike Tyson said, everyone got a plan until you get hit in the face, and that statement is true. They get fucking cracked, and their face expression just changed. Like, okay, the expression they tell you get hit in the face once, you're a purple belt, then you become blue belt, then you turn into a white belt. That's true. With a lot of these guys, they come in, they think they're just gonna be, they think that shit that worked in the '90s is gonna work now in modern day mixed martial arts. It's not happening. Like what what's his name, Kron Gracie. He tried coming into the UFC, and he's got that. He tried to fight like how his uncles fought back in the day, and that shit didn't work out for him. Cub Swanson fucking smoked him, you know. And there was a lot of moments in the fight where he could have took Cub down and controlled him, but you know, he just don't want to learn how to wrestle. He doesn't want to learn basic takedowns. And I was talking about this yesterday. Like the Gracies are so arrogant with that, bro. Like they think their style is the best, but it's in the reality, bro. It's really not. It's really not. But I mean, evolution for sure. Yeah, and you know what? Jiu-Jitsu has evolved over the year, like with the ACDC. you know, tournaments and stuff. They're starting to implement more different styles of grappling. But then again, you got some of those Gracie guys that they just want to stick to traditional roots, and scoot their butt on the floor. And I tell you what, against good high level competition, they always lose. What's this? Yeah, yeah, always add on. Yeah, definitely. That's what makes martial arts is. It's always changing. It's always evolving. Always getting new shit on there. Like even from like 10 years ago, they fight so different. Like everybody now is just so well rounded. Yeah, I mean, they've been they've been they've been doing yeah they've been doing pretty good. But like I said, dude, a lot of them are stuck in the past. You know, they don't want to add different styles of grappling and do like I'm telling you, do some more research. Like I talked about this yesterday. The Gracies are liars. Yeah, Damian Maya, but he's a guy. He's a guy who added wrestling in his arsenal. What does Damian Maya do every fight? He shoots a single leg. You know, Damian Maya didn't learn that from any jujitsu guy. He didn't learn how to shoot good, decent takedowns from jujitsu guy. He learned it. I saw an interview with Damian Maya. He learned it from Luta Libre guys, which is catch. It's basically like the Brazilian style of catch as catch can. You know, but I mean, other than that, the Gracies again, they're not not just them being arrogant. They're glorified liars too. Like I was talking about this the other day. When Elio grappled against Kimura, they try to say that Kimura outweighed Elio by 80 pounds. Kimura did not fucking outweigh Elio by 80 fucking pounds. Kimura was short. Yeah, he was stocky, but he did not outweigh Elio by 80 pounds. He outweighed him by 10, 15 pounds at most. And the submission called the Kimura, the double wrist lock, it, people think that Kimura made that submission. He learned that submission from Carl Gotch, you know, who learned that shit from the snake peg in Wigan, England, from a guy named Billy Riley, who learned it from the coal miners, back in that time. Wrestling is the best argument. It is. It is. Once wrestlers learn how submission and learn top pressure, control, and pass, there's no fucking stopping them. That's why wrestlers are champions. Jiu-jitsu guys know that. It's just a different mentality in wrestling. Jiu-jitsu is more laid back. Everything will be okay. And wrestling is a fucking grind. You know? Yeah, submissions is based in BJJ, but you do realize that submissions were in wrestling way before BJJ was even a thing. In catch as catch can, there was always submissions. People like to say that Elio Gracie created the style of the guard fighting off of their back. That's been done in grappling for hundreds of years. You know, you know, the Romans did it. They did it over in England with which catches catch can. There's there's if you go to look at old books and etchings, you can see the same moves like the triangle, the figure four, being done by kings of you know even in Egypt. You know, yeah, pancration. you know, So this stuff they didn't make anything, man. They're just selling wolf tickets, and and I got to give them credit for it because they're teaching a style that really has been lost. Submission grappling has been lost. Like when when the says Americans wrestling playing chess. Yeah, American style wrestling. Our folk style wrestling is weak. We used to have catch as catch can in America. We cut the time limits now. Now we wrestle. I think what is the wrestling period now? 2 minutes. You wrestle for 6 minutes in high school, and I think in college it's a little bit longer. You know, uh, Greek fighting. Yeah, bunch of naked dudes fighting basically. you know, but a lot of stuff like catch as catch can has been lost. Like I used to have a. I talked about this yesterday. I used to have on VHS about Billy Robinson. He was a guy another dude who was trained by Billy Riley. He trained all the guys today. You hear about wrestlers. He trained Sakuraba, who beat four of the Gracies. He trained Josh Barnett, trained Sensei Eric Paulson, I hope another uh, John Strickland. Like there's so many guys that I remember. Yes, that dude beat hundreds in high school. Yeah, he really did. Sakuraba was a fucking monster, and he was so tough, dude. He was so tough. He would get beaten into oblivion, and he would still be there fighting. You ever go to it bigger boxing gym out your way? I've heard of that gym. Oh yeah, Eric Paul. You're talking about Eric Paulson? Oh, he was. Yeah, Eric Paulson's a cool dude. He's kind of gotten like little stomach over the years. He went to Michigan. Eric Paulson did? Oh, I didn't know that. I always thought Eric Paulson was like from California or some shit. Somewhere out on the West Coast. I've been using this shit for my back. My back has been fucking killing me. You know, I did some rolls. This one D1 guy we know just took me down. My neck hit the back of the mat. I was like, fuck. It was Barry Hunter. I never heard of that guy. Yes, who? This big dude I know named Zeke. He's not really big. He's about 190. He's bigger than me, but he just blast double through me. And I thought we were going light too. I thought we were just, you know, working light shit. And just double leg blast. I just fucking forgot. There is no light with wrestlers. You didn't understand the concept. This bullshit screen is not even let me read the comments. What the fuck? I'm sorry about this, y'all. This computer I'm using is jank as fuck. So maybe I don't know. It's a touchscreen computer too, but